Hi and welcome back to the channel. It's true, my name is Norf, and if you found a zebra in your house, what would you do? Well, this week I happen to have found a couple of them. So as is customary, strap yourselves in and let me explain. This is the new Zebra Technologies ZSB series of Soho small office home office label printers, made for a variety of retail, e-commerce and postal applications. It could be you have an Etsy store, you're a teacher and you need to print some 30-something sticky labels to attach onto the books of your kids in your class, or you have a small boutique retail store and you need a fast, reliable, eco-friendly printer. This could be just what you're looking for. Importantly, I will be inclusive and international, so we'll pronounce zebra in my mother tongue, zebra, as well as for my good friends across the pond, zebra. In this video, we'll unbox one of these together. I'll take you through how easy this printer is to use, including setting up and printing from my smartphone and Mac. I'll give you some idea as to who this printer could be for, the costs, and then at the end, my conclusions. I've also added chapter markers so you can jump to the sections that you feel are most relevant to you. Curiously, have you ever considered what the collective name is for a group of zebras? If not, I'll let you know at the end. Of course, I'll drop links in the description to everything that I've referred to in this video. So, let's get started, shall we? Firstly, let me say a big thank you to the EMEA product management team at Zebra Technologies for sending out a pair of ZSB printers for me to review. For clarity, I'm under no obligation to say what Zebra want me to say. As you've come to expect from me, you'll hear candid, unbiased comments from a Brit. To give you some context, Zebra Technologies have been in the automatic identification or auto ID business for more than 50 years, and as it happens, they helped develop the humble barcode back in the day, hence their name. They also have the capability to scan and print barcodes in many different situations. For example, if you go shopping at Tesco, Waitrose or Sainsbury's in the UK, you'll see zebras in the wilds of those stores in different shapes and sizes. Self-scanning, checkout scanning, and inventory devices to name a few, and their reach is much wider than just retail. You'll find Zebra all around the world in healthcare, manufacturing, hospitality, postal, and warehousing. Zebra Technologies are applying their market-leading knowledge and design from the industrial space and have created a pair of label printers that you can use at home or in your small office. So if you're considering an investment into their ecosystem, they've got great pedigree. Zebra have created the ZSB DP12 2-inch and the ZSB DP14 4-inch label printers, ZSB standing for Zebra Small Business, and in my view, they're perfectly suited for small office, home office applications. Zebra claim these printers are virtually unjammable because of how they've been designed. The industrial design team based both in London and New York has spent a lot of time developing this unique printer, and would you believe the quick change cartridges are made from potato starch, which adds kudos to the Zebra carbon footprint story. I love these. The flavour is just absolutely superb. These really are the real deal. The crunch, the flavour. Chip. Now that's all good and well. Let's see what's inside the box. If you happen to order the DP12 or the DP14, you'll receive a very well-designed box with acute attention to detail. Remember the eco-friendly story I was referring to earlier? In the box you'll find the printer with a set of labels already in the print chamber, which has a disposable recyclable retainer to prevent the cartridge from moving around during transport. You'll also find the QSG, the Quick Start Guide, and the notes about the power cord in several languages. Beneath the lower tray are the power cables, the global mains power adapter, and the country-specific power cord. To me, the design language of the ZSB series does look akin to the wristband printers you may see in healthcare environments. There are no other cables in the box, as the ZSB series has been specifically designed to connect and be configured wirelessly. All it needs is power, and an internet connection, and a suitable cartridge in place, and you're ready to print. For me to get up and running took about 20 minutes and a cup of coffee. The process was painless and quite straightforward. Both iOS and Android are catered for, and the apps can be downloaded from the corresponding store. If you're planning to use the desktop design app, this is available for both PC and Mac, and it's web-based, and given that your account is online, it's all synchronized and you can easily jump between smartphone and your desktop device. Out of all of this, the longest bit for me was downloading and signing up and in for the first time. Once you've got that bit out of the way, navigating around the app is intuitive and clean. First and foremost, the URL you want to go to is zsbseries.com. Once you've arrived, you'll need to sign in on the right-hand side. As with most modern websites, you can choose to sign in either by using your email address or by associating your account with Google, Apple, or Facebook. Once you're in, you'll see that navigating using the desktop app is really quite straightforward. The design team have kept the same navigation principles in the desktop app as well as the smartphone app. Now again, here I can only speak for Android because that's my smartphone of choice. The locations on the left are relatively self-explanatory. Home is where you'd customize all your personal details. Common designs are where the team have put designs in for you to use. My designs are a collection of where you'll have your own personal designs. My data. Then you have drivers and apps, and for me the first thing I did was download the Mac OS X drivers to ensure that my Mac was communicating with the printer correctly. Then you've got your notifications here with your notification settings and messages. And then the printer settings. Common settings if you've got more than one printer in your account. And this graphic options bar allows you to make some fine adjustments to the print. You have some options when you twirl down the help menu, and the chevrons give you more room in your workspace. If blue isn't in your color palette, Zebra have given you the option to change the theme. In my example, I'll go to the three dots next to Norf Studio and select Change Theme. Here I've got a collection of themes that I can choose. Let's go for Professional and hit Save, and now you can see the theme changes. Any changes made in the desktop app are reflected close to real time on the smartphone apps, and vice versa. However, because blue is in my color palette, I'm going to go back to the default, which is Modern. Connecting the DP14 was really straightforward. This can only be done through the smartphone app. However, once the device is connected, you can send print jobs to it either on your smartphone or any desktop device, which includes computers and tablets. Zebra have made it really easy to have the device connected in minutes, and all I did in this example was just to follow the instructions as stated on my smartphone. The sequence here is obviously shortened for the purpose of this video, but no steps have been removed. Once all the on-screen instructions have been successfully followed, I'm now ready to print, either from my smartphone or from a desktop app. If you're interested in the tech, this printer uses thermal printing technology, and there are two types: direct thermal, which this printer is, and thermal transfer. Direct thermal printing essentially means the print head is heated and pressed against a medium to produce monochrome text or images. In this situation, the heated print head activates special, chemically treated paper known in the industry as thermal paper, or in the case of thermal transfer, solid ink is transferred from a ribbon and bonds to the thermal paper. These types of printers are commonly used in the production of labels, receipts, barcodes, ID tags, and many more applications across a vast number of industries. This does differ from inkjet printing, as that does exactly what it says, uses a jet of ink and applies that to the paper. As there are less moving parts in a direct thermal printer versus an inkjet printer, you could see the printhead lasting for quite some time. The order of an 8 to 10 year lifespan is not out of the question. This is why postal companies, warehouses, large retail stores, manufacturers and delivery drivers all use one of these two types of thermal printing technology. Now, who could this printer be for? If, for example, you have a little baking side hustle or you have an Etsy store and you're making and shipping items, or you need to print barcodes for that small boutique retail store that you run, this could well be the printer for you, and this printer will do all of the Zebra work for you. See what I did there? Zebra work, donkey work, 4 legs, get it? Never mind. If you have a fair bit to dispatch and ship, I would seriously consider one of these 2 printers. They look great, they're very easy to use, and have a great green story. However, consider the cost. The total cost of ownership is what I mean. Convenience, ease of use, replacing cartridges. Labels will obviously be the items that you'll replace the most, and you'll be paying anywhere between 13 pence and 44 pence per label, dependent on what label is inside the printer at the time. In addition, you've also got to weigh up the ease of setting up, ongoing usage, plus how easy it is to train someone up to use it, as well as maintenance. At the moment, Zebra have created 7 easily identifiable print cartridges for the ZSB series, with the XL shipping and postage shipping label cartridges only being compatible with the DP14 4-inch label printer. No third-party replaceable cartridge options are available because Zebra certify all of their labels. This little chip at the bottom of the cartridge ensures that you're using genuine Zebra supplies with a genuine Zebra printer. And remember, this is a key selling point because the cartridges are easily swappable dependent on the print job that's at hand. One thing to note is that the thermal printer liner is not recyclable, and when it's been used, you've got to make sure that you put them in the regular bin or trash, not to put them in your recycling. I've not had my printers long enough to form a genuine total cost of ownership, but these are good points to consider. No matter which one you choose, I think these are great looking printers and can be picked up from your favourite online retailer, and today's prices, you can pick up the ZSB DP12 for a shade under £100, sub $125 or 118 euros, and the ZSB DP14 for a shade under £200, which is sub $247 or 234 euros. At this point, I can hear you asking, Norf, which one would you pick? Well, if I had the option and I was going to choose between the DP12 and the DP14, for me, the choice is black and white. Oh, come on, you knew that was coming. You knew that was coming. That was too good a binary option to miss. Anyway, moving on. For me, I would go for the ZSB DP14, as I feel this offers me greater flexibility and option as my business grows over the DP12. What do I love about these printers? I love how they look. I love their industrial design. There's no masses of cables. They can be used from a smartphone, my Mac, my iPad, my Android tablet, and I can also print anywhere in the world and send jobs to these printers. What I don't like, apart from the liners not being recyclable, very little. Oh, and the collective name for a group of zebras is called a dazzle. I'm curious, that said, which one of the Zebra printer dazzle would you go for and why? Let me know in the comments. As you may know, I'm a massive fan of the number 3, so whilst you're leaving me a comment, if you like the content, please do give me a thumbs up. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on when I upload brand new content to the channel. Again, thank you for choosing to spend your time here, and I'll see you next time.
No zebras were harmed during the making of this video.